Hi, hello, and welcome back, everybody, to Sakura Dungeon. Last time we were exploring the 8th floor, and it was pretty big, so we left off. We stopped off right here at this fork in the road. Battle over there. Well, I'm gonna go this. Of course! Karma. It's like, oh, you don't want a battle? Well, here's a battle, friend. School slash, nice strip. Probably, yep. Of course. I haven't seen one of you in a long time. Single slash. Okay. Dust blast. Aha. Goodbye. Yes, you are the bigger threat here. This little boar girl. Alright, 100 mana stars, draw strength seed. Try, no, of course. Harried. Of course. Well, you're almost dead anyways. Alright, you two fall before me while I go see what's in this barrel. Nothing. Alright, what's over this way? Another battle. Okay. Actually gonna suck up and do this one. Yes, get stripped. Yes, also become stripped. Ooh, big damage, big damage. Defeated the fox tamer. Serious slowed. The witch goes down for the count. And finally, here goes the bunny girl. Fall before me, girls, like all those before you. Alright, let's see. Okay. Cannot. Oh, wait a minute. That's the. Huh. So this was literally nothing, and I picked the absolute longest path. Heard on that. Well, the more you know, everybody. The more you know. Alright. Sword Witch. You shall not defeat me. Too powerful for you. 50 mana shards, not bad. Alright, let's look at the map. Okay. If I go over this way, does it just loop back around the other way? Nice, got it stripped off. Ooh, stripped off on both of them first try. Not bad. Defeated. Nice try, but out of my face. Fall before me like all those before you. Hey, look, another door. What the hell is this? This is an odd room, says Siri. Siri leans on the railings, looking at the gigantic device in the middle of the room. Do you remember this? She asks Yomi. Absolutely, shouts Yomi. I remember this too, says Sylve excitedly. This used to be my favorite room in the whole dungeon. Mine too, says Yomi. It's nice to see that it's still here. What is it, Yomi? Asks Siri. This is an observatory room, says Yomi. With this device, we watch the cycle of the stars and moon without having to return to the surface. And why would you want to do that, S-Siri? Certain deities and beings only appear at particular times, or can only be contacted at particular lunar cycles, says Yomi. I had a lot of free time. So, I used this room as a means of contacting otherworldly beings. In addition to tracking the planetary cycle of the solar system, it can magically project messages beyond our world. All this talk is making me bored, says the cat girl impatiently. I could just take a nap and dream about floating in space. Perhaps you've heard about the Milky Way, asks Yomi? Or the Little and Big Dipper? Or how the moon is made of cheese? They're all rumors, though, says Yomi. Now you're making me both sleepy and hungry, says the cat girl. Otherworldly beings, asks the fox tamer. Could there be any cute animals out there I could tame, she asks. It is possible, says Yomi. The foxes look at her with jealousy. Hey, it's not like I don't love you guys, too. Oh my gosh, I have so much respect for this fox tamer right now. I need to be a bitch's tamer. That's totally true. Well, a female tamer. Whatever you want to call it. Anyways. Hey, it's not like I don't love you guys too. It's true. You love them all. You just want more. It's not your fault. You just want to be able to take care of them all and make sure that they all feel safe. We're just expanding the family. Exactly! Expanding the family, man. I'm not cheating on you. I'm just expanding the family. Don't you want a sister? Oh, whoops. Go back a couple. Yeah, just expanding the family, that's all. Curious, says the witch. What sort of otherworldly beings would you have made contact with? Ancient civilizations, gods, demigods, says Yomi, nonchalantly. Are you sure you should be contacting them in the first place, asks the witch. What is life without some risk, asks Yomi. I have little interest in such things, says the warrior. Can this device be used to fell armies or aid us with our quest in this dungeon, she asks. Not directly, says Yomi. Then let me know when we're leaving, she informs impatiently. I never thought I'd be hearing things like this again. One of my adventuring parties... I never thought I'd be hearing things like this again, says Siri. One of my adventuring parties had an astronomer in it, and they would not be quiet about the cycle of the stars, the moon, and the sun. But at least I can follow what you're saying this time. I find it quite surprising, says Sylve. Now, who is asking you, you rude elf, asked Siri. Asked Siri. This is a discussion between Yomi and I. It's not as if you're in charge of this party, says Sylve. I can say whatever I like. It's a free dungeon, you know, kinda. Enough of that, says Yomi. Enough of that, says Yomi. Anyways, Siri. It sounds like you've learned much from him, then. You either listened or went mad with him in the party, says Siri. So, these otherworldly beings. Do I want to know why you were contacting them, asked Siri? I have gleaned many secrets of the cosmos from the conversations I had in this room, says Yomi. So the answer is knowledge. That's as good as answer as any, says Siri. She looks at me. She looks more closely at the observatory. Are there any deities or otherworldly beings we could talk to right now? Asked Siri. Oh, interested are we? Says Yomi. Ask Yomi. But it appears that the observatory isn't functioning at the moment. I know what that spell is for now. I pull out that scroll that the sword witch gave to me. So this is the device she mentioned, asked Siri. It couldn't possibly be anything else, says Yomi. Casting the spell, the mechanisms of the observatory come to life. Incredible, says Yomi. Make sure to visit the observatory now and then. You might discover secrets within it. Wait, says Siri. What is this? She asks. Siri finds a small red orb sitting in a corner of the room. Is this anything useful, Fox? Asks Siri. Observing the object, I feel no real traces of magic inside of it. Probably just a useless bauble that someone left behind, says Yomi. What do you wish with it? Well, it looks kind of nice, says Siri. So, I think I'll keep it. I would leave it alone, says Sylve. We don't know what it does. I'm sure it'll be fine, says Yomi, reassuringly. Typical of a human to be interested in shiny, useless objects, says Sylve. I will force you to close that arrogant mouth of yours one day, says Siri. You found a strange orb. Right. Nothing has changed within this observatory. Check later to observe other changes. Interesting. So that explains why there's that hello door. As we stand before the gate, Siri seems to shiver for a moment. I just felt it chill then. I don't know why though. It's okay. I felt it too. Could we just, find another dungeon to call your own? Asked the cat girl. Unfortunately, we cannot. The dungeon lord has been siphoning my powers, and has been treating her own subordinates miserably, says Yomi. All while I was sealed. I refuse to let her get away with this injustice. Well, says the cat girl. Well, says the cat girl, if we somehow make it out of this alive, you're going to owe me all that cream that I could ever want. Consider it done, says Yomi. The foxes are even more frightened now. They all hide behind the tamer's legs. Now, everyone. She kneels down to their height and begins to pet them. You've all been really good. I'm sure that we can work together to beat whoever's waiting on the other side. There is no doubt that there is a terrible force on this floor. I would say that it is otherworldly too, says the witch. Now that you mention it, it does feel that way, says Yomi. Even our warrior seems to be hesitant to open the door. There is no other way forward, says the warrior. We must overcome this trial by whatever means necessary. I will pledge my blade to victory, she says. You two are not the only ones who have noticed, says Sylve. There is an intense amount of magic in the room ahead. It feels hostile as well. Whoever our powerful presence is, says Yomi, they're just beyond this door. What does it mean if I can feel the presence as well? Asked Siri. Your ability to perceive the presence of other magical beings is usually measured by your capability to use magic itself. But in some cases, when magic is extremely concentrated, even those with no magical ability can feel it. I think you can guess what that means, says Yomi. Right, says Siri. I was expecting Sylve to say something about Siri's capabilities with magic, but even she is staying quiet. She knows fully well that whatever is waiting for us beyond this door will be a terrifying opponent. Siri looks at the door apprehensively. Do you think that we're strong enough to be able to beat what's lying on the other side? Asked Siri. I'm not sure yet, says Yomi. As you said before, we do not have to rush into this room. It would be best to take our time to prepare before we enter here, says Yomi. Agreed, says Siri. As always, though, I am willing to trust your judgment. If you think we're strong enough, then I will gladly follow you inside, says Siri. I appreciate your faith in me, Siri, says Yomi. I always have faith in you, Yomi, Sylve says. Always. Now that we know that the door is here, we can come back anytime we like. So let's just see what the decision you would like to make. No. I'm not touching that door yet. I think there's a few more spots. Shit. You know what? Alright, everybody. It seems like we've explored majority of the 8th floor. We've seen all there is to see, really, except for just a few corners where maybe there's a few pots or something like that. So, I'm going to call the episode here. Whenever we come back, I will be all healed up with an entire party. and maybe a little bit stronger. I might do a little bit of grinding before we hit this door, but the next time you'll see me, we'll be standing right in front of that door, ready to go. Well, maybe not. I need to add the Sword Witch to my party. Let's see. If I have a warp stone, real quick. Nope. Alright. See you next time, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, as always.